to SATV News. This is Shibala Alam with our headlines. As government hikes urea prices, agricultural output won't be harmed, said Agricultural Minister. Don't cry, wake up. Fokrul to party activist, BNP withdraws Hartal after 6 hours in Bhola. China launches several Dongfang ballistic missiles into waters around Taiwan. This happened a day after visit to Pelosi. Agriculture Minister Abdul Razak has played down concerns over food security prompted by the government's decision to raise the prices of urea fertilizers amid the almond rice cultivation season. The move drew fierce criticism from opposition parties, but Razak believes the country's agricultural production will not be affected by the price hike. Talking to reporters on Thursday, the minister highlighted the use of non-urea fertilizers such as TSP, DAP and MOP, which have an annual demand of more than 3.2 million tons, and said their prices have remained unchanged. All of these fertilizers are imported, but their prices have remained unchanged despite a four-fold increase in the international market. On August 1st, the Ministry of Agriculture announced its decision to raise the prices of urea from Taka 16 to Taka 22 for farmers. Advisor of Consumers Association of Bangladesh CAB, Professor M. Shamsul Alam, has called for the removal of bureaucrats from the responsibility of managing the energy sector and replacing them with skilled people. He made the remark at a dialogue with NGO representatives at the National Press Club on Thursday. Professor Shamsul Alam said when additional secretaries and secretaries of the government take responsibility of the energy sector, they behave like directors of all those companies. As a result, they think and act like businessmen. He said secretaries and additional secretaries of the Power Energy Department should be replaced with people who are skilled in this arena, just like Bangabandhu's government did prior to 1975. Dr. Tanzimuddin Khan, Professor of International Relations, University of Dhaka, presented an article on the Energy Charter Treaty. He said the state will be at risk if Energy Charter is signed. People's interest will not be protected here. BNP this noon called off the dawn to dusk Hartal in Bhola, considering public suffering. The party made the announcement during a press briefing around 12:30 p.m. The Hartal started in the morning and continued till about 12 p.m. Most of the shops in the town remained shut, and only rickshaws were seen plying the road during the strike. The Hartal was being observed in protest of the death of Noor Alam, president of Bhola Jatiyatawadi Chhatra Dol, following a clash between police and BNP men on July 31st. Noor Alam, who was shot during the clash, died at 3 p.m. on Wednesday at Dhaka's hospital. With him, the death from the clash stood at 2. BNP Secretary General Mirza Fakhrul Islam Alamgir on Thursday urged the party rank and file to take the movement instated of shedding tears to save the nation from the fascist rule of Army League. Fakhrul made the remarks in a brief address prior to the Namaze Janaza of Bhola District Unit Jatiyatawadi Chhatra Dal President Noor Alam in front of BNP's Noyapolton Central Office. Noor Alam, who sustained bullet wounds during a clash between police and BNP activists on Sunday in Bhola, died at a hospital in the capital on Wednesday. Fakhrul said their party leaders and activists must continue their struggle by turning their grief into strength to restore democracy, free Khalid Azia from jail, and get rid of 35 lakh cases filed against them. He said their party will wage a strong movement in a peaceful manner by organizing and uniting the entire nation to oust the current government. Doctors in training at Sylhet MAG Osmani Medical College Hospital have called off a strike after 3 days and returned to work after assurances from hospital authorities. Interns at the hospital have stopped providing medical care to patients from Tuesday morning to protest an attack against 2 students. Ahmed Muntakim Chaudhary, General Secretary of the Intern Doctors Council, said the strike was called off after police arrested the prime suspect attackers, Dibbo Sarkar, and the college administration assured them the demands would be met. 2 students from the college, Ramnath and Naimur Rahman Imon, were attacked on the campus by people from outside the college on Monday night. In Naranganj court on Thursday sentenced Noor Hussain, death row convict in Naranganj 7 murder case, to life imprisonment in an arms case. Additional District and Session Judge Sabina Yasmin pronounced the judgment in presence of Noor, a former Naranganj city councillor, said State Council Additional Public Prosecutor Mohammad Salauddin. On May 15, 2014, law enforcers conducted drive at Noor's house in Shimrail area of Siddhirganj, Upazila, and seized a foreign revolver, 8 rounds of bullet and 8 shotgun shells. Later, a case was filed at Siddhirganj police station under the Arms Act in this regard. The court sentenced Noor Hussain to lifetime rigorous imprisonment under 2 sections of the Act. Viewers are taking a short break. Please stay with us. Welcome back. You're watching SATV News. Now news from abroad. Taiwan's defense ministry said on Thursday that China had launched several Dongfang ballistic missiles into waters around Taiwan's northeast and southwest amid drills launched earlier. China fired multiple missiles around Taiwan on Thursday as it launched unprecedented military drills a day after a visit by the U.S. House of Representatives Speaker Nancy Pelosi to the self-ruled island that Beijing regards as its sovereign territory. Soon after the scheduled start at 4 GMT, China's state broadcaster CCTV said the drills had begun and would end at 4 GMT on Sunday. It said the exercises, the largest ever by China in the Taiwan Strait, would include live firing on the waters and in the airspace surrounding Taiwan.
Chinese military will cross an unofficial center line in the Taiwan Strait. The Chinese
U.S. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi met top South Korean political leaders on Thursday, a day after she concluded her high-profile visit to Taiwan. After visiting Taiwan, Pelosi and other members of Congress flew to South Korea, a key U.S. ally where about 28,500 American troops are deployed, on Wednesday evening as part of an Asian tour that included stops in Singapore and Malaysia. After South Korea, they will travel to Japan. On Thursday, Pelosi met South Korean National Assembly Speaker Kim Jin-pyo and other senior members of parliament for talks on regional security, economic cooperation and climate issues. Before their talks, live TV footage showed Kim and Pelosi bumping elbows and posing for a photo in front of South Korean and US national flags. The Taliban are investigating a U.S. claim that Al-Qaeda leader Ayman al-Zawahiri was killed in a U.S. drone strike in Kabul, a Taliban official said on Thursday, indicating the group's leadership were not aware of his presence there. The United States killed Zawahiri, a missile fired from a drone, while he stood on a balcony at his Kabul hideout on Sunday. U.S. officials said it is the biggest blow to the militants since Osama bin Laden was shot dead more than a decade ago. The government and the leadership wasn't aware of what is being claimed nor any trace there, Sohail Shaheen, the designated Taliban representative to the United Nations, who is based in Doha, told journalists in a message. He said investigation is underway now to find out about the veracity of the claim, and the results of the investigation would be shared publicly. Taliban leaders have remained largely tight-lipped about the Sunday drone strike and have not confirmed the presence or death of Zawahiri in Kabul. Now sports news. The country's 3 renowned athletes cricketer Liton Das, shooter Abdullah Helbaki and weightlifter Sabira Sultana have been named as the recipients of the Sheikh Kamal National Sports Council Award in the sportsperson category. The selection committee gave the emphasis on the current and past performance to select the athletes, said the State Minister for Youth and Sports, Jahid Hassan Rasil, at a press conference at the NAC conference room today. He announced 11 NAC award recipients on the occasion of the 73rd birth anniversary of Shohid Captain Sheikh Kamal, the elder son of Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman and the founder of Abahani Limited. Harun Rashid was named as the recipient of a Lifetime Achievement Award of the NAC Award. Archer Dia Siddiq and cricketer Shariful Islam were named in the Promising Athletes category, while Saidur Rahman Patel and Nazma Shamim were announced in the category of organizers. Bangladesh Olympic Association and Green Delta Insurance Company Limited were respectively named in the categories of Sports Association and Sponsor category respectively, while veteran journalist Kashinath Bashak is set to receive the Sports Journalist Award. The winners will be handed the award at the Osmani Memorial Hall on Friday. Before ending, we go to the headlines again. As government hikes urea prices, agricultural output won't be harmed, said Agriculture Minister. Don't cry, wake up for cruel to party activists. BNP withdraws Hartal after 6 hours in Bhola. China launches several Dongfeng ballistic missiles into waters around Taiwan. This happened a day after visit of Pelosi. You're up to date so far here on SATV News, and to know the latest news, visit www.satv.tv. Stay with SATV.